It's the second season. It's money time, it's show time. It's fantastic time. It's time when you get down dirty. You got to fight through the picks. You got to get the jumper going. You got to get inside. Elbows start flying. Whew, I tell you, it's rough. But you know what? It's the funnest time of the year. NBA basketball on CBS. But first, though, before I talk about all the fantastic dunks, the hooks, the block shots, the jumpers, check out the show right here next. NBA basketball on CBS. It's fantastic.
And hello, everybody. I'm Pat O'Brien, and welcome to the Sunday edition of the show, the basketball show. This is where you'll be getting up to date on everything that happens during the 1990 NBA playoffs. And our way of keeping you current is having Bill Raftery alongside me, my co-pilot, so to speak. You can fly, can't you?
Not as good as Jordan, but I'm ready when you are, Patrick.
Thanks, as usual, to the gravity-defying efforts of one Michael Jordan. Now, earlier, we had a chance to talk with him, and as he readied himself for another day inside that office. And we asked him, that having won 18 of their last 20 games against Milwaukee, why is it that the Bucks always seem to stop here?
Well, I wouldn't say all that. We've had some success against them. I think my teammates have total confidence in
18 out of 20, Michael. That's more than success, right?
That's confidence, Pat.
Yeah.
You know, Michael, you're the target every game of all the preparation, and you're still able to overcome it.
Well, Bill, I think it's a challenge for me every time I step out on the court, knowing that these teams are going to try to do different things to try to contain me, knowing that I'm going to try to do all I can to lead my basketball team. And, you know, I feel that in the past I've been able to succeed in certain situations. Detroit seemed to still have a nemesis for me in terms of actually trying to do what I have to do to get this team to win. But I'm going to continue to do whatever I have to do, and either that's scoring, passing, set up, or be a decoy, whatever. But we need to get everybody involved. We know that, and for us to be a better team, everybody's got to be on all cylinders.
Michael, we know you can play basketball. You do pretty good at that. I've seen you play golf, and you're not a bad golfer either, but we want to show the folks something out here of you in a White Sox uniform. Did you used to be a pitcher, you were telling me?
Yeah, I started playing baseball when I was 6 years old, and I played all the way up through high school. And you know, when Mr. Reinsdorf came to me and asked me to do the commercial, I thought it'd be fun. You know, I asked in turn that I get the opportunity to get out and take some batting practice one day just to see what it really feels like. And I'm looking forward to that opportunity.
Got another Bo Jackson on our hands here, or are you going to stick
No.
Okay. Now, all the way up the coast, Portland down Dallas late last night to go 2 games up there. And here's how that unfolded. The teams were discussing the contest early on. This didn't look like a dinner invitation, did it? Clyde Drexler went to work early on with the classic slam. It didn't exactly make the Mavericks' day. But behind Derek Harper, Dallas fought back and took a 15-point lead. Then the Trailblazers whittled them down. Do you think Petrovic of Yugoslavia is happy to be in the playoffs? Portland continued to roll as Kevin Duckworth scored 12 of his 18 in the third, and the Trailblazers lead 2-0.
I'll take 3 ugly wins or 3 bad wins. I don't care how everybody looks at it. As long as we win, the pressure's on them now. They got to win at home. They got to win at least twice or it's over with. So I thought we did enough things in both games to win. And in the playoffs, that's what it's all about.
Meantime, another Texas team, San Antonio, went up 2-0 on Denver. Our Dan Jiggets was at the Hemisphere to witness that one, and he's with us now live at the Spurs practice. And Dan, how you doing?
Fine, Pat. You know, last night it was a very physical game, and Coach Larry Brown said after the game that he was more than a little upset at the way his young team played, even though they won the ball game.
Game 2 in the San Antonio-Denver series was an inside affair. That is, inside Mr. Robinson's neighborhood. David Robinson, Willie Anderson, and Terry Cummings controlled the paint for the Spurs, while the Admiral hit the high percentage shot and finished the night with 31 points and 12 rebounds.
David, first of all, congratulations on being named Rookie of the Year.
Well, thanks. That was a great honor. I was real proud of that.
What do you guys expect to get out of the playoffs? A young ball club going in. Obviously, this is your first time around.
And we're just trying to take it one game at a time. We think we can be real successful. We've played well so far, and I think this is all a learning experience. As we come together, as we become more confident in playoffs, I think we're going to be better down the stretch.
Now, I want you to tell Bill and Pat back in the studio how much grief I've been getting down here because the Spurs haven't been on CBS yet.
Yeah, well, you're the only one we see from CBS, so we just wanted to tell y'all that was a big mistake not having our game, but that's okay.
Ralph, nobody appreciates the pressure of performing against the clock more than our muckraking Gazette investigative reporters. Despite their deadlines, once again, it looks like they've unearthed plenty of news that's fit to print. Roll the presses. Well, this is the Sunday edition of our NBA Gazette, so we know where our readers go first. The back of the paper, and that's where they'd see Danny Ainge's mug and say, what? Okay, so he doesn't get to share in any Celtic playoff loot since his trade to Sacramento, but playing for the Kings these days has some advantages. You're available in late April to pinch hit and do local sports.
We're going to talk about your old stomping grounds.
Oh, yes. And tonight, NBA's second season getting underway at the Boston Garden. Patrick Ewing of the Knicks in town to battle the Celtics. And who do you think takes the game over? Larry Bird, of course, who finishes with a triple-double. Here, Bird gets his own miss, hits Herman Munster for the jumper on the left-hand side. Here, Bird is a recipient of a pass from Parrish for an easy 2 points.
I was nervous because I didn't know what was happening. You know, they had the teleprompters going here and the highlights going, and the words didn't quite fit the highlights when I did it at 6 o'clock. So I was nervous.
The A's continue their road dominance.
You never know what's going to happen, if everything's going to go right or wrong. So I sympathize with those people. They got a little bit tougher job than I originally thought.
Hey, Pat, let's see how Ainge would handle this bulletin. Move over, dear Abby. It's Dear Reggie time. In fact, it's Team Talk with Reggie Miller, where Miller, the 24-year-old star pacer, offers teenagers a chance to speak and share their burdens.
Reggie Miller, he's the talk of the town. Kids are saying, word up, yo, hey, Reggie is down. You can tell him about your troubles and the problems you have. Things you can't talk about to mom and to dad, like first-time dating and alcohol use, or maybe peer pressure and drug misuse.
When you're a teen, face it, you really don't have a say-so. You're usually told what to do, and this way I give them a chance to say what they want to say.
You guys tell us to be there at a certain time, and you guys are always late.
Oh, but it takes time, Reginald. It takes time. All right, come on.
Then you guys go, you look so fine. We spent all that time getting ready for y'all. Y'all should be proud of that.
First of all, what you yelling at me for?
Well, the Gazette staff was smoking this week. Our man in Belgrade called in to say he had a big story, so we ran it. And the translation, we hope, is go west, young man. Jerry West went east, brought Vlade Divac west. The Lakers' #1 pick in last year's draft. Although he's only 22, Vlade has played pro ball for 5 years in Yugoslavia. Now he has the nearly impossible task of trying to help fill Kareem sneakers. Vlade averages about 8 points in 20 minutes a game. The rest of his time is spent wondering where his head coach, Pat Riley, goes for clothes. And what's he trying to say to me?
80%, 80% understand. If I don't understand, Mark McNamara helped me,
Divac, does he understand everything you say?
That's usually what he does. He says, yes, coach, I understand. And he doesn't.
Nor do we, but that's why the Gazette fights for truth, justice, and the NBA. But as Leslie Visser reports, as with the oil industry, the Twin Towers concept also came up dry for the Rockets.
Unable to stay healthy, you can see how Sampson's game began to crumble while Olajuwon's output remained consistent. Sampson was traded, leaving Olajuwon as the center of attention in Houston, but a restless Hakeem still has the dream of an NBA title.
I've come to the management a couple of times that if it's necessary, I may have to require trade if it's necessary. I've played half of my career here now, and the future of the team I still don't know. For my future personally, I would like to control my own destiny. If I can't get it done here, I would like to do it elsewhere.
His teammate, meanwhile, has struggled with the weight of the world. Ever since this devastating fall in Boston damaged his back 4 years ago, Sampson's health has been uncertain. Although the mind is willing, his knees are not, reducing the one-time All-Star MVP to an NBA journeyman last seen on the Sacramento bench.
There's been up days, there's been down days, but I kept saying to myself that it's a game I love, it's art, I love to play it, and I'm 7'4", and I can play like no other 7'4" has come along yet.
Enjoy the games today. We'll see you at the half. We'll see you all day. Thanks for joining us.